Hey gamers, Steely here, and in today's video I'm going to show you how to effectively solo Tempoross. This method is super chill. You'll average around 9 minutes a game, and if done correctly you can get up to 9 permits as well, which is 9 pulls at the rewards pool, and you can do all this without breaking a sweat. So get ready to set sail with me, take on this chill fishing boss. The only real hard requirement to take on Tempoross is 35 plus fishing, but I would personally recommend 61 plus with a dragon harpoon for this method. You'll also want an Imcando Hammer, and I'll cover why later on in the video. To get here you'll want to grab a glory and teleport to Al-Kharid, then run just due west and hop on the boat to the ruins of Unka to get started. Before we get started, there are a couple of notable features and game mechanics to cover. If you're playing on RuneLite, be sure to download the Tempoross Plugin, as it highlights useful features for you and provides you with some extra information that will help you know what is going on while you're fighting Tempoross. You can find harpoons, hammers, buckets, ropes, and water pumps on the ship, but it's important to note that for this solo method to work, you'll want to land on the island already prepared. So if you do need to grab some supplies from these crates, grab them, forfeit, and come back ready to go. Whenever you're fishing, you should be focused on fishing from the double fishing spots, whenever possible. These are noted by a fish that is leaping out of the water. Alternatively, the Tempoross plugin can highlight these fishing spots for you, making them super easy to identify. There is also a cooking altar which you will need to use to cook your harpoon fish. You want to cook them prior to loading them into the ammo crate for maximum effect. Periodically, these lightning clouds will shoot lightning at the ground, which will burst into a ball of flames. Make sure you use your water buckets on the fires as soon as possible to stop the fires from spreading, as these can block your path and damage the items in your inventory. Tempoross can perform a special Colossal Wave attack which will knock your character over and destroy supplies in your inventory. Be sure to tether yourself to a mast if you're on the ship, or to a totem pole if you're on the island, to negate any damage from this attack. Tempoross may at times also choose to launch a Torrent Attack at the cannons, which temporarily disables them and stuns any player currently loading the cannon. This can be avoided by quickly stepping away, or switching to another cannon on board. The ammo crates and cannoneers are the place where you'll need to load your cooked harpoon fish. This will provide the cannoneers with the ammo that they need to launch at Tempoross to reduce its energy and get it back below the surface. The spirit pool will need to be attacked while Tempoross is below the surface, as these pools are the only way to inflict damage on Tempoross. And lastly, you'll want to pay attention to the status bars. The energy shows you the Tempoross's current level of energy. At 100%, Tempoross will surface. Your goal for this method is to keep the Tempoross at 10% energy. Essence is basically Tempoross's health bar. Your goal is to get it to 0% in 3 phases. And lastly, the storm intensity. If this hits 100%, you'll lose the game. To stop it climbing, you'll need to submerge Tempoross. The gear required for this method is only really 2 items. Number 1, you'll need a wieldable harpoon, or you can barehand if you've completed barbarian training, but I personally recommend a dragon harpoon as you get the bonus effect of additional fish. To utilize a dragon harpoon, you'll need 61 fishing and 60 attack. The second item that you'll need is an Imcando Hammer. If you don't have an Imcando Hammer, I highly recommend it for this minigame. It is a wieldable version of a hammer that cannot be damaged or lost from Tempoross's special attacks. If you're not sure how to get it, go ahead and check out my other guide that I will link in the description below, which walks you through the runes of Camdozel and how to acquire this item. From there, set your inventory up like this. You'll need a rope, 7 buckets of water, and a spare one in the bottom corner. This particular number of buckets of water is recommended for this method, and it will make sense as to why during phase 1. As a side note, if you have the Spirit Angler outfit, you can ditch the rope and add another bucket of water. You'll want to defeat Tempoross in a total of 3 phases. Each phase starts when Tempoross comes out of the water and ends with you attacking the spirit pool and damaging Tempoross's essence. Phase 1 is the hardest part of the game, but if done correctly, it makes the rest of the fight brain dead, as you will prevent Tempoross from performing any special attacks mentioned in the overview, so try your best to follow this method to the letter. Start off by rushing for a harpoon fish spot. From there, you'll want to fish 7 to 8 harpoon fish and then proceed to cook them on the altar, while you wait to see a double fishing spot. As soon as a double fishing spot spawns, proceed to it and try and fill your inventory. If the spot disappears before you fill your inventory, proceed to a single spot nearby and keep fishing until your inventory is full. While you're doing this, you'll want to watch for the Colossal Wave. If you see the prompt, tether yourself to the totem pole to protect yourself from losing items. Once your inventory is filled with fish, make sure you cook at least 16 of the fish in your inventory. The reason that 16 is important is because this is the amount of fish required to get Tempoross's energy to 10%. Once you have your cooked fish, run over to the boat and load the ammo crates. Do not worry about the fires yet unless they are in your way. Only load the 16 cooked fish into the ammo crates. As previously mentioned, this will put Tempoross at 10% energy and will negate all special attacks moving forward from this phase. At this point, there will likely be fires on your side of the island. Put all of them out so they do not spread. Since Tempoross will not be doing any special attacks, there will not be a Colossal Wave which will put out the fires, so if you leave these, they will continue to spread. Once they are put out, immediately start fishing again. Fill your inventory with 19 fish and cook all of them. Alternate between double fishing spots and cooking if possible for maximum efficiency. Keep an eye on the storm intensity. If it hits 90%, you need to stop what you're doing and go throw the remaining fish into the ammo crate to submerge Tempoross before it gets to 100. At this point, if you have a full inventory of fish, you're going to run back to the ammo crates and keep loading even though the Tempoross is down, until all 19 fish are in the ammo crate. This is vital to setting up phase 2 correctly. Once you've loaded all the fish, go and attack the spirit pool until Tempoross returns. If you did phase 1 correctly, phases 2 and 3 are a joke. Because you overload the ammo crates, the Tempoross will automatically get shot down to 10% energy at the start of the next phase. If you failed to load all 16 additional fish, make sure you keep track of how many fish you loaded and quickly fish and cook these remaining fish and put them in the ammo crate to get Tempoross to 10% as quickly as possible. The reason we want to do this is because at 10% energy, Tempoross does not perform any special attacks. There are no fires to put out, there are no Colossal Waves, it basically just sits there like a noob waiting for you to shoot it in the face with harpoon fish, which means you can now fish and cook without any interruption, making the rest of the fight extremely chill. Go ahead and fish your 19 harpoon fish, cook them, load the ammo crates until all the fish are in the crate, and then attack the spirit pool. For phase 3, you're going to repeat the exact same steps that you did in phase 2. Fish your 19 harpoon fish, cook them all, overload the ammo crates, and once all your fish are in the ammo crates, go and attack the spirit pool until the Tempoross is defeated. Congrats! If you followed my instructions properly, you've now defeated Tempoross solo and obtained 9 permits which you can use to fish for rewards. Head over to the pool by the bank and snag a small fishing net from the Spirit Angler and net the reward pool to get your items. As a side note, you can leave your rewards in this pool and collect up to 8,000 permits before you need to get them all. You can also obtain the following rewards from the pool, with the notable items being the fishing barrel, the tackle box, the Tome of Water, and of course, Tiny Temper. If you still feel like you're struggling after watching this video, I'm also going to do a couple full run-throughs of this method in a separate video, which I will link in the description. So pop over there and you can follow along and watch exactly how I do this. As always, if you found any of this information useful, don't be a scrub, hit the like button, leave a comment about what you enjoyed, or better yet, just stop lurking and subscribe to my channel. I'd really appreciate it. Thanks so much for watching. Good luck, gamers.